So sorry, boys. I know that we were in the middle of a conversation when that happened, but what can you do? And we're back. Dude, I appreciate the irony of that. I was talking about how awesome my tech was, um, but it is good tech. It's just the Chinese firewall is gonna like prevent you from expressing that, sharing that with others. So I don't want to make the mushroom forest like too straight and just kind of boring. We need to add some terraforming. So let's build up some paths here. Let's go with. Oh, you know what we could do? We need some water, and we can just kind of like fill up this little pool area right here. I don't want to keep the pool here. That's lame, and I don't want to keep that there either. Let's put the pool right here. Yeah, this one. Very cool. Okay. And then we'll drag it over like so. And then we're going to make some like water terraforming around it to kind of give it like some cool vibes. Let's make sure that people can see the. Oh, that looks awesome. Okay. And then let's add some water terraforming around. And we'll just kind of chop this up all around. How close to this thing can I get? No, can't do that spot. Can't do that spot. I wonder if the other guys know the stream is restarted. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm so bad at YouTube. Can't believe it shut me down like that. Yeah, but we're in the middle of having a conversation about potentially getting a game going. I think that's a killer idea. We should absolutely do that. Oh, you know what we should do? We should chunk out all of this and then drop that in the center. So let's go with just cutting out all of this part right here and making it like a really nice pond. And then we can make a land bridge that connects over the pond, and then we'll just drop that right on top and it'll look really cool. But the it would be really cool if there was like an editing page that you could like click on the map and it would go straight to like an editor, and then you could just terraform a bunch of different space with like one click of the button, like dragging out like some digital lines over everything and then just boop. Yeah, we are so back. Thanks George for coming back in, man. Really cool of you, dude. Mm. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna make like a little pond area here. I'm not sure how big I want to make it, but I don't want it to look too mechanical. So it's not gonna be like a perfect square. It's gonna be more like a semi L shape or maybe like a J shape. And then we're gonna like maybe. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah. Gonna keep this going, keep this alive, and then we're gonna drop that little crystal glowy fairy pond right up against this thing. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's see. There should be a spot right here. Yup. Okay. Some of these edges don't really match up because there's like a diagonal line right there. But this balloon is just begging to be popped. It came right into my screen. Let's see what's inside. My bags are so full, so disorganized. Let's see, what do we got inside here? Strawberry soda. Okay, cool. We're going to go back to coloring this in. I made a bunch of those trees. We're going to drop all of those down. It's going to look like a real forest here in just a little bit. And then with all the mushroom stuff we're going to make, man, I can't wait. It's going to look awesome. Jack's back. Scooty's forever. Well, sure, man. I'm here. You know, I'm glad you came back in. Hopefully Mo catches it too. There were 6 people in the chat whenever it died on me. Womp, womp, womp. I think that's just, if I'm going to be doing this live stream stuff more, that's something I'm going to have to be like mentally prepared for, is that China doesn't really like the live streaming overseas. Like they'll hit like a lag spike, you know. Hey, there's Mo. What's up, dude? They'll hit like a lag spike through the firewall and kill all the VPNs, and then you just have to reconnect. But the damage is already done because all of your viewers are already like, well, what happened? Okay, I think this is enough of like the pathing for this area, and now what I just want to do is just fill it in with a bunch of stuff and then move it around, make it look cool. I wish I hadn't done that. It was a waste of a square. Okay. And then we'll put fencing to finalize it. But for now, let's just drop down some of our items back onto the ground. We have a bunch of these things everywhere. Put these all over the place. Decayed tree over here. Super creepy looking. Get this thing over here. Moss. Glowing moss pond. Okay, that's what I want to put by the water. Glowing moss pond. I have 2. I don't remember getting a second one. Let's drag this guy back. Yeah, so if we're going to do Dragonbane, I need time to read that book, and I don't even have that book. And so I would prefer running a game that I know already so we could just like hop in and just start playing. I feel like that's better for everybody, but I'll leave it up to you guys. There's no room right here. And if we get kicked off again, I probably won't log back on today. We'll have to like just settle for the fact that China doesn't want us to stream today. But see, this looks cool, and I really like it by the water, but I want more water around it leading up to it. Let's see, where should this go? It can go, oh, it can go right up to the water's edge. We're gonna put it right on the water's edge. That's as far south as it's gonna go. Let me take this, drag it over here. And then we can drop something down right here to make it look. We'll take one of these, grab one, and then we'll put it down. Yeah, and you know, I want it more right here. If we can get it right here, that would look cooler. If we can get it right on the water edge there. Let's see. Oh, okay, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, all right. We want more mushroom furniture. Oh, I have some in the house. Let's go over here and show you guys. You vote for Shadow Dark, huh? What brought me to try? Let's see. Okay, so it says I commented on your other live stream. Was reminding you to make a community post about the West Marches game situation. Okay, yeah, and I'll make it members only post, just so like you guys can see it, and I'm not really trying to open it up to any old stranger. And then yeah, we can do that. I'll make it like a vote thing, so you guys can just leave your votes there, and then whichever one's the most popular, we can do that. Or we can just do like one shots and try a bunch of different systems. That could be fun too. I'm leaning more towards the West Marches though. Yeah, and if you have to go in and out, right, because of the time stuff, I think that like 1-to-1 time West March style game is definitely going to be better. Now, I don't even remember why I came all the way over here. What was the purpose of coming out here? It was to gather something. I don't... Looking at all my clothes. It was not for the clothes. Okay. What was I going to drop on the ground? Was it regular trees? What the heck is a Scutifer? A Scutifer is a shield bearer. It's one of the original titles from AD&D. It's not furniture. Oh, yeah, no, I was looking for furniture. I just don't remember what. It is one of the original titles in AD&D in the for the Cavalier class. And Scutifer is just a really cool name. I really liked it. So, oh yeah, this is what I was coming for, the big mushroom stuff. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. I remember now. There was that one, and then there was the other one, which I think is downstairs in my Mario themed room. Let's go down into the basement over here. Snatch up anything that is mushroom related, and we're just gonna, yeah, there was a couple mushrooms in the back too. Cool. I don't like these little silly ones with eyes. That's not going in, but the big ones are going in. And we're also going to grab some trees as well and start dropping them in. I think the bamboo will go better in the enchanted forest than other stuff. Yeah, so that's what a Scutifer is. It means shield bearer. It's like a rank for a squire. Yeah, but I think it's a cool name, and so yeah, I went with that. Let's eat some of this candy right here. It's like a strawberry soda. If I eat it, then it'll give me power to move trees without cutting them down, and that's what I need to transfer my trees. It gives me 2. Okay, plus I have a coconut. All right, let's bring a few trees over. So that's awesome. I didn't realize that Unearthed Arcana ruined 1E. Yeah, I was really upset about that bro SR rule about no Unearthed Arcana. I didn't really care, and I played my Cavalier anyway because I wanted to play one. I like night classes. No, I would prefer people understand how these games work. Let's do Dragon Slayer, because what it is, excuse me, what Dragon Slayer offers for you guys is powerful PCs that don't die necessarily at 0. You get to make a save versus death, and all of the abilities from AD&D First Edition are included. So the classes are just better than OSE, and you're gonna feel that power. I only play like trust games, so like I'm not gonna ask you guys to show me your dice rolls or anything like that. We'll play like using my Discord, which I haven't shared with anybody except for my home players, but I'll share you guys my Discord, and then you can use the Discord apps if you want to roll on there, or you can just tell me like, oh Mike, I rolled a 17 or whatever, and we can start exploring the world, and you guys can tell me, you know, what caves that you're interested based upon like your rumor gathering and stuff. I am so excited about this idea. I love these kind of games, and I always have time for you guys, so let's do it. I think let's start with Dragon Slayer, and I can share with you guys the PDF as well. So how about this? I will send out the post, and either Shadow Dark or Dragon Slayer. Shadow Dark is really fun, and it's easy to play. And Dragon Slayer is more mechanical, but it's mostly just basic expert, so it's pretty easy to play as well. And I'll let you guys vote, and then I'll share that PDF and the Discord server. And we'll start our game as soon as you guys are ready. Ooh. So this little glowy spot on the ground, if you dig it up, it gives you 1,000 gold that just randomly like spawns on your island. But if you take a bag of 10,000 gold and you bury it into the hole, after 4 days, a tree will come out of the ground and you get 30,000 gold as a reward. Oh, you don't want to play a character that speaks? I mean, I think your English is really good, dude. And I'm definitely used to playing with non-native English speakers. Like, I played with a German girl for a long time, so not an issue, brother. But it's your call. I'd prefer you to be comfortable and enjoy yourself rather than like try to like meet some expectation that I put on you. Oh, my pockets are full. Let's put this away, and now we can pick that up. Oh, and I wasted the, whatever. All right, so now we'll come over here and we'll plant some of these trees. I need to dump some of the stuff out of my pockets. I have way too much stuff. Ayah. That's a very Chinese saying, ayah. That sounded sexual. I wasn't trying for it to be. I don't have the rules for either, and I've been avoiding Discord and locals, etc. Okay, so what are you thinking if you don't want to play on Discord? There's other options, but what do you think? Yeah, I'll share the PDFs with you guys. No problem. No problem. Was it the voice I was doing? All right, let's put away some of this stuff. We don't need all of this. Put it in storage. It's just carrying around too much stuff. No, I like all this. I'm keeping these. Put this away. Don't need this. And I don't need all this junk. Okay. This is pretty good. I can work now with this kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Discord it's free and it gives you like free voice calls, and in China we use WeChat. But I don't know, like does Australia have its own like kind of economy around that kind of stuff? Because like China, everything that you can get, there's a Chinese version of it, right? But I don't know if like other countries are as like dead set on that as China is. It's like everything that is an option to get, there's a Chinese version, and they want you to use the Chinese version. Without a VPN, you can't really access those other versions, the Western versions. Okay, this looks really cool, but we need more water over here. We need more mushroom themed stuff. Let's drop some of these like mushroom things that I went to grab. Let's see how this looks. Okay, yeah. We need like a little gnome around. I have a bunch of them in my storage. I didn't grab all the gnomes. And then like we'll put like a tree over here. Let's plant this bad boy right here. Boom. There's no place. Oh, is it because it's not sand? Yeah, it has to be sandy. Just one square of sand. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, it is. So dumb. All right, this is a... No, I played with a German girl a long time. Okay. Yeah, I meant she is a German. We played it in the same D&D game together. Do I ever use the Mythic emulator? No. Everybody tells me that I should. And that would be like a third style of game, right? So like there's the random generator, there's the pre-written adventure, and then the emulator, which is like more towards the random generator side. But no, I haven't. Everybody tells me I should do it. I just haven't yet. I want to disperse these trees a little bit more. But yeah, so like this is the theme. This is what I'm going for. Oh, wow. That kind of looks out of place right there. Let's kind of move it a little over here. What does this look like? Yeah, and then we can kind of pull it over a little bit. And then we're going to drop a bunch of these little mushrooms all over the place. Because, like, this is a mushroom theme, and there needs to be mushrooms everywhere. So, even on the walking path, I think, right? Like, grab one. So, again, the interface here is the only issue I have with this game is that, like, you have to, like, click over and over again the same command. But, like, let's say we just drop these all over and really lean into the mushrooms, right? and then we have like 4 or 5 different kinds, and we just scatter them everywhere. And then we put trees in. Yeah, this will be cool. Yeah, some Chinese tech is a problem. Yeah. So a lot of German companies are based in China. Like we have a lot of them, and a lot of my buddies, like they don't do the teaching stuff. Oh, right, Jack, you asked me like why'd I go to China in the first place. I forgot to even answer you there. Um, Most people come to teach English, right? Um, I'll show you. They're not big enough for that. Yeah, they use Discord and locals. I don't have a locals, but um, most people come here to teach English, and they the money's good. Like the money's really really good. It's better than my. I had a great job in America, and it's even better than that. And like, yeah. So I came originally because, I had like a personal breakup happened, like an ex girlfriend. We were together for a really long time, like 11 years, and I needed a change, a big one. And so my brother lived over here, and he's like, "You should come out and visit, dude. You'll love it." And it turns out I did. I loved it. And the money is really good, and all you needed was a college degree and to pass like a certification to teach English as a second language. And so, like, as long as you took the time to get a 4-year degree and you took like I think it took me 3 weeks to get the certification. As long as you do that, you're certified to teach in China. And so I did those things, and I am so glad that I did, because living overseas, like a lot of people hear stories about China and they think that it's going to be like some, you know, communist dictatorship, but it's really very different and almost impossible to describe to people who've never been here. And when I first came, it was a different country even than what it is today. Really exciting, really fast paced, international community, people from all over the world. And it just hooked me. And then I met Roxy, and I was like, okay, there's no reason for me to ever go back home. The jobs aren't as great. And, you know, everybody I know from high school still lives in the same hometown that we all grew up in, you know? So I always enjoyed the idea that, you know, I got out and I don't want to go back. I mean, not to knock America. I love it. It's just every time I go back, it's so expensive. Everything is so expensive. So here, like, ordering delivery is the standard practice, and it costs about $10 to get delivery and food to your front door. In America, the exact same thing, it's like $50 US, and that's insane. So, like, getting a cab in America, the cab fees start at like $15-20. Here, the really really long rides, like the over an hour long rides, are 15 US. So, like, you make way more money and everything is so much cheaper. The people here are so nice, like they're just kind people. Cyberpunk dystopia. I would love OSC, Shadow Dark, Dragonbane, Traveler, Call of Cthulhu's fun. Mike, you should try at least one Blades in the Dark. I don't know what Scum and Villainy is. I've never even heard of that. I'd be willing to try it. I think that would have to be like later on in the queue, though. Let's prioritize the games that I know first so I can get a game going. Oh, I can hear my neighbor's alarm going off. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Oh, cool. They fixed it. Oh, I'm also building a castle right here. It's going to be a castle eventually. Right now, it's just a front wall. It's kind of hard to see behind this thing. I got to fill in the rest of these gaps. We'll drop more mushrooms along the way. We'll get more of these like weird trees going. It's going to be a blast. Guys, I am so excited about our game. Like, this is such a good idea. I'm really glad it was kind of like serendipitous that we were all online together. Like, you guys are all of the channel members, so that's cool. Malaysia is awesome. I've never been to Indonesia, but what's really cool about living over here is you have a lot of countries that you can travel to really easily. So I've been to Thailand a bunch. I haven't been down to Australia yet. You guys aren't terribly far on the map. I think actually the trip is kind of a pain, but um, I've been to Thailand. I've been to Malaysia. I've been to Vietnam, Korea. We're going to Japan this summer. That's going to be really cool. Yeah. And then, yeah, we'll see. There's some other countries I'm just actively avoiding right now. Like everywhere in Europe, I don't want to go really. Seems like really expensive. And Mo, maybe you can tell me a little bit, but like all these like Twitter messages I see about like violence from like foreigners coming into Germany and like being crazy and like I don't know, is any of that real? Is that just like internet spookiness or is it like a real problem with like immigration? I mean, I got an expert lives there right now in the chat, so maybe you can kind of shed some light on that. My best friend, uh, she's British. It's a couple, her and her husband, and they just moved back, and they're like, "You gotta come, you gotta come." And I'm like, "I don't know. I've heard a bunch of horror stories," and they said it's kind of true, so I don't know. Ooh, let's put this here. Yeah, see, like I don't know if it kind of fits the theme though, because like this is kind of silly and yellow, and this is green and glowy. This is green and glowy. This is kind of haunted. This is red. It's kind of all over the place, a bunch of different aesthetics. Now I want to add a little bit more water in here. What's the best way to make this like real big? Because we're going to turn it into a pond. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a really weird shape. We'll need to fix that. Can't put water there because of the tree. But we can chop out a bunch right here and make it like really rounded. Not right there because of the tree. Yeah, so what do you think? Is tourism worth it right now? Is it like, because like Europe, it's really expensive and I don't want to go unless if it's awesome. Southeast Asia, really affordable and kind of safe depending on where you go. I wouldn't go to the Philippines. No, not trying to close the gap. I'm trying to open it up. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. And then maybe even make it a little bit bigger. Oh, are we going to connect these two? Oh, I think maybe. Yeah, I think yes. And we can always like close it up later if we don't like it. Yeah, Southeast Asia. Yeah. Well, it depends on where you're going in the Philippines. I have never been, but my brother loves it. But he only goes to like small islands. He avoids all the city spots. I would suggest if you want to travel overseas, Thailand is amazing. And there's all different kinds of like it offers every landscape. It really is a beautiful country. The people are they're really nice because they want you to spend money. But like that's cool because like it's good for everybody to have tourism, right? Like you get to have a cool experience. They get to improve their lives through like commerce. It's a beautiful country. It really is very very fun to go. It is safe. Okay, where would you suggest I travel in Germany if like I'm going to visit? Because I've never been to Germany. So like, where should I go if I like city stuff. I like shopping and things, but I also like a little bit of nature. So, like, where do you think where should we travel? Because this summer we're going to Japan, And then from there, I don't know what's going to happen. So, okay, this is pretty tight. Oh, I like this. It looks kind of natural, right? Like not so squared. Okay, cool. And this is kind of looking mushroomy. Also, I want to like create some elevations. Not all of this is going to stay where it is. I'm thinking maybe this area here we build up. So now we're going to make a second tier. Oh, and is there a spot back here to... Can we build here too? Yeah, okay. And we're going to put like a house up here. We're going to move one of our residents up on this little spot. And then we'll put a ramp that leads up to his house so we can get up and down and like go visit this dude. But for now, it's going to look like just a big square sticking out of the ground. And then once we get this constructed, we'll move a house over onto it. And I want to put the goat guy over here. He's going to live in the enchanted forest. Little fawn. My wizard captured a lone goblin bandit. Just completed a short rest. Very nice. He's alive. That's all that matters. Okay, we connected these two streams. This is actually really cool. And I think I can make the jump right here. Yep. So this is like a little land bridge. Nice. We'll fill all this in with this kind of pattern. Oh, yeah. And we're going to add in so many trees and so many more mushroom things. We're going to put this dude's house up here. Let's go ahead and pay for that move because the way this game works is it works in real time. And so if you want to get something built in a day, like they do construction overnight and then it'll come back the next day and it'll be ready. So I probably won't stream this again tomorrow because I'll be streaming with Harmony and Dunder and Night Danger. But maybe the day after we'll hop back on here and I'll show you guys the progress I've made since the last time. All right, cool, boys. Well, it was really cool hanging out with you. I'll send some messages I'll post some YouTube messages for you guys, for your eyes only. And then we'll get up our game going. Oh, nice. The Germany suggestions. Depends on money. The mountains. Okay, so I would prefer probably the sea. Yeah. Berlin, dude. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep that in mind for our next destination after Japan. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it was really cool getting to see you guys. So yeah, I'll hit you up soon. We'll get that game rolling. We'll use Discord probably. All right. See ya. All right. 明天见. Bye bye.